welcome to this Sailplane Grand Prix final. We are day 4, race 1, unfortunately, after 3 days cancelled. And the weather is still not so cooperative, so they had to make a task in this morning, which was just 120 kilometers length, just around Pavullo area. You can see the turn points currently on the 3D, but before going to the full race, we will enjoy the commentaries from the grid with some pilots. So let's go to Claire for enjoying the pilots on the grid.
How are you doing?
I think like everybody a bit excited, but not that much.
What will be your strategy? It's a very short race. What will be your strategy?
Can I tell you this evening? I think conditions are really poor, seem to be really poor, and even if it's a short task, story will be to remain as high as possible, I suppose. That is one point.
So a bit conservative today.
Really conservative, I think, yeah. But at the same time, in Grand Prix, you cannot be too conservative. So, yes, it's going to be exciting.
Okay, we will follow you. Let's see what Stefan just ran away. Let's go to see if Stefan is back. Stefan, did you have time to enter your task B?
Yeah.
Can we ask you a few questions? Yeah. Mainly, what do you feel about a very short task?
Yeah, the weather is not so good, so it's good to have a short task, and I would love to fly today, so I think there's no other chance to use this small window today with the weather. Let's see if it is possible. There are some cumulus clouds more in this direction, so the task B is in the better area, which is great. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Short task means no mistake possible. How are you dealing with that?
At the end, you can just fly and try your best, and yeah, then we will see the result at the end.
Okay, so you're not planning to be conservative?
Usually I have a look at the others, what they are doing. If it's a good idea, I join them, and if I think it's not a good idea, then I will try to make my own route.
Okay, let's see. We will follow you live, see how it goes. And we'll see if... Oh, I can see Giorgio with his FES to see what it's... Giorgio, sorry. He's entering the task B. Yes, can we interrupt you a few seconds?
Yes, change my task. Okay, I'm ready.
What is your minimal cumulus base to go cross-country around here?
I am not confident with the region, but I heard that the minimum is 1,400 meters over the sea, 1,500 meters. I heard from other pilots, local pilots.
Do you know what we have now under that?
I don't know what happens in the sky now. We will see flying. And it's a tricky day, very short. If you miss a thermal, you are at the last. And we will see. I try to do my best.
So clearly a different mindset for the pilots you could see with Giorgio Galetto and Stefan Langer. Very different, and we are back with pilots just before the start. They are circling together, and you make a pretty nice and smooth start on the start line. First is Stefan Langer already with Giorgio Galetto, Yankee, and Eric Borgman leading the pack on the start line. Really, really nice start. Just on the leg 1, way before the first turn point, we have already a spread with two groups of pilots. The right is Giorgio Galetto, making it really straight, and on the left is another group making a detour, but at the end it's not paying at all. Already Stefan Langer is leading the group on the left, and you can see the speed with Giorgio Galetto flying 190. Before turn point 1, we have clearly 2 groups, and the group on the left will be really, really low in few minutes. and they have a pretty difficult day for the start. The group on the right, they are together, and already Stefan Langer is higher, making a better glide on the first leg, and everybody else is below 200 meters. But we are now closing to a first turn point. On the second leg, still some problems for Yankee Oscar, John Gatfield and 3 Victor Thilo Ligaos, way behind and lower, and they have to gain altitude before crossing on the plateau. We are now closing to the second turn point and close to the airfield of Pavullo again. And clearly Stefan Langer made a long straight, reaching the area of Pavullo and getting a nice thermal close to the airfield, and all the packs chasing behind, joining him below. Again, 200 meters altitude benefits for Stefan Langer, and then he is making some detour following the lines of energy to reach the 3.3. I think everybody behind will make the same idea to follow this detour on a bit on the south and following the lines of energy in the sky. And again, Stefan Langer has this kind of 200 meters advantage when he reaches the next turn points. So we are now close to the third turn point, and Stefan Langer is again leading. And there is 2 chasing groups, one on the left and one on the right of the screen. And the guys on the right will not have any advantage. And at one point, Mike Young and some guys, they gained a lot of altitude, 1,900 meters. And this is one of the key points for the final of the race. So Stefan Langer is now closing to the turn point 4, chased by a group with Marek from Poland and Giorgio Galetto from Italy. But clearly he has an advantage, still with a lot of altitude extra, 200 meters. And he's now on the final glide for the turn point, control point, turn point 4, before reaching the final line. At one point, Sebastian Cabo is trying to push a lot, and he's making his own on the right of the screen, but he's lower and lower, and he has some difficulties. But clearly the fact that Mike Young was higher, even if he was a bit behind, he was able to reach back to Stefan Langer, and he was really close to reach Stefan Langer, but not enough to make a win. So Stefan Langer is the first, and we will have a talk with him just out of the cockpit with Claire for his impression from this race. Bravo and congratulations to Stefan.
It was impressive. You take the lead really early on. How was it to know that you were on the lead and you keep it?
It was nice, the first leg, because there were some nice cloud streets and I tried to really follow them as much as I could. The problem was we were only allowed to fly up to 1,600 meters in this area. So we had a small margin where we can fly and pull up and thermal and so on. And there it was better to just fly straight in the energy lines.
You saw the others that were slowly catching up at the end. How was it?
Yeah, I've seen them, but I thought I just need to try to stay up and see what the others are doing. At the end, at a Grand Prix, you only want to win or be before another. It's not the time in between is not a matter. It's only the position. So it was a game at the end with Mike Young, I think. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It was a really good race, really fun to watch. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It was Stefan Langer who won the first race.
And the winner of the first race in the 11th Sailplane Grand Prix World Finalist, Stefan Langer in Sierra Lima. Sorry. Thank you. Well done, Stefan. You see, that's what you get for flying without an engine. Well done, boys.